What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I have a video today that is very controversial, very problematic for the sports card world and the trading card game world. This is absolutely mind-blowing, and it could crush everything that we have ever known. And that's what I want to talk about today. There's a lot of videos out there about this right now talking about CT scanning services. If you haven't seen it, this is going to blow your mind. It has pissed a lot of people off. Some people are trying to understand it and comprehend it. Some people don't believe it, but we are going to get into it today. So right now, the website that I am on is none other than industrialinspection.com, Industrial Inspection and Consulting LLC. Now, what they offer are collector card CT scanning services. So that is a broad array of different cards. We're talking sports, we're talking Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, Pokemon, across the entire spectrum. And I would say, honestly, this company, a lot of people want to talk bad about them right now. If you look across social media and comments that are being made, but I think it's a matter of when, not if, right, for this. And of course, as technology progresses, it becomes more affordable, it becomes more reachable, and these are just some of the first ones to do it. Now, how long this has been out there, that is up for question, right? Because once it's exposed to the public, something like this may have been out there for quite a while. Of course, the testing and trial period, which they're still doing right now, they're still trying to figure out other ways to scan these cards because not everything can be scanned right now. And this is just what I want to talk about. So up here, this is the website, Collector Card CT Scanning Services. We'll go ahead and scroll down. And one thing that they talk about is that it's quick, affordable, and reliable. First, we made public what's been happening in secret. Now we are bringing X-ray vision to the masses. Now, I want to go ahead and put a disclaimer out there. I have nothing against this company. I don't know who runs this company, but personally, my opinion, I do not agree with it. I think cards are meant to be enjoyed, and this could really wreck the hobby. It's just not, it's not fair. And of course, we can't stop it, right? If it's out there, it's out there. Somebody has the money to bring this to market. We're talking about medical equipment that can be used to scan boxes of cards and see what's potentially inside of it, picking up on like holographic and texture material on these cards. And that's how they can find out. Now, one thing to understand is that a CT scanner is not affordable. A piece of medical equipment like this is easily, $1 to $2 million plus, depending on how powerful it is and stuff like that. So this is not for the average people like us who are going to take this and put it inside of our home. Who's to say what they have in the next, 5-10 years from now in order to make this more reachable? But right now, what they are doing is showcasing what they have done, the services that they can offer, and the steps they take to do this. So right here, it says, how does it work? It works in 3 steps. You're going to email the sales team. They'll send you a formal quote. You're going to get a payment link. Step 2, upon receipt of payment, wait a few days to receive a download link to your CT scan files and viewer program. So they give you free software that you can use, and they're going to take all of the CT scans. They make the service affordable. And step 3, once we've been notified data has been downloaded, we will ship the products back using your return label along with a receipt. So we'll get into prices in just a second, but what I want to show y'all is some of the mind-blowing stuff that you can see here. So you see the Celebrations Charizard, you see the Venusaur, right? And when you take the CT scan, this is the CT scan. So if I took a pack of cards, 1 pack of cards, you have the holographic texture that it can pick up on these Pokemon cards. And in the CT scan that you see flashing right here, you can pick up and see that it's a Charizard and or a Venusaur from an unopened booster pack. That is absolutely crazy. So as we come down right here, we have a Twilight Masquerade booster box, and it can pick up on stuff throughout the entire booster box. We're talking 36 packs, and you can potentially pick up cards, with holographic and certain texture throughout this entire booster box right here, and see if it even makes sense to open that booster box, if it has the hits that you were looking for. And you see a Zapdos right here. So as they're scrolling down through these packs right here, you're not picking up on regular cards, but you do see the Zapdos right here, and you can see the outline of it, so you can pick up on it. And then Of course, with the Evolving Skies box, you see the Garbodor, so you can pick up on that. And then they put, you can put hobby boxes, collector boxes, all types of different boxes up here, and they can scan it and they can see what is inside of it. So they're doing sports. You can pick up on autographs, of course, if they have that holographic texture. You have a whole bunch of older cards like Upper Deck and everything. You can pick up some of that stuff. And then you have One Piece. Pick up on One Piece right here for the sample, the email. I mean, it's crazy. So what they're showing right here is Lorcana. So Lorcana currently is not easy to really pick up on. It's kind of difficult because of the way the card is made, the texture that's on it, as well as the holographic material they use is not currently good for Lorcana. So, I mean, it's good for the Lorcana fans. The same with the Magic the Gathering, right? It says right here, based upon our testing, traditional cards for Magic the Gathering are unable to be imaged using CT scanning. We are able to characterize the card layers, adhesive, the pith of the cardstock, and even ink lines, but not the ink on the card face in a meaningful way. So they can get the scan, but it's not enough to really see what they're looking at. Now, they do say down here, we will continue investigating in order to find the Holy Grail Black Lotus. However, newer foil-based cards are able to be imaged. So basically what they're getting at is that newer cards for Magic, of course, the older ones didn't have a lot of hollows and stuff like that. Like the Black Lotus was a pretty simple and amazing card. So it's really hard to pick up on something like that. But now that Magic has introduced a lot more holographic material and texture, the newer sets, you can pick up on that, right? You can find cards inside of the newer sets. So up here, we're going to go ahead and look at some of the prices. So right now, it is not incredibly affordable. Now, of course, for a machine such as this, it is pretty affordable, right? But saying $75 per booster pack is not cheap. It's not for the faint of heart. We're talking if you have a newer set, Evolving Skies, even at $12 to $15 a pack, it's not worth it to spend $75 to scan a pack of Evolving Skies. You have 6 to 10 packs, they'll drop it to $70, 2 to 3 days lead time. You have your free viewing software, of course, pack scanning, 11 plus packs, they'll drop it down to $65 per pack. Box scanning. So if they want to do an entire box, I imagine it's going to be like $2,000 to $3,000, depending on how many packs are inside of the box and what it is, right? Like what type of product it is, whether it's sports or TCG related. But right now, that is TBD. So they will give you a price quote on that. And right here, the prices are not bad. I mean, $75 because it's $75 per pack. What makes it scary is that when we take a look at something like vintage Pokemon or say really old sports packs, if we're talking like 86 Fleer era or even older than that, you can take multi-$1,000 boxes, $100,000+ boxes, 12 to $8,000 Pokemon packs, first edition base set packs, and you can scan that pack for $75. And now you have your whales who have 10, 20, 30, 40+ packs, first edition, base set, shadowless, it doesn't matter. And they scan all of them, say for about $1,000. And you can tell if that big hit first edition or shadowless Charizard is in the pack off the rip, like right? So that's why it's scary, because people with money, it might make sense to scan these very expensive legendary collection packs, stuff like that. Your first edition, your shadowless packs, your base set packs, your early era packs that are incredibly expensive for those huge hits. Now, the one thing you are not going to see very well is like what kind of condition the card's in. If it comes out dinged up, scratched up, has bends in it, stuff like that, you're probably not going to catch, maybe even the centering. So you could still get a card in pretty bad shape. But the point is, you can pinpoint those cards in certain sets, certain TCG, sports and stuff like that. And I really would like to know, drop a comment, what you guys think this is going to do long term. I think it is incredibly sad news to hear today. I don't think it's great for the hobby. Of course, I understand, some people are saying, hey, if you look at the newer modern sets, it doesn't really matter because no one's going to be scanning the packs right now anyway. So, why does it matter? Like, it's cheaper for me to go ahead and buy the booster box and hope to hit what I want to hit versus scanning the packs. But we're talking long term. We're talking about crushing vintage era stuff. You have people with like multi-million-dollar collections they've collected for 20, 30 years for the love of the hobby. And depending on how far this goes, could crush all of that and make a lot of it worth a lot less. A lot less, right? A lot less desirable. And it's not good news to me. So I would like to know what you think that, sports and trading card game companies such as Pokemon will do in the future to combat this. I've heard a lot of different things. Of course, putting materials in the boxes to try to circumvent this, like lead, would not be good for health, but maybe like Mylar or something like that, lining the packs where it's harder to see through the packs and combat this. Of course, it's always a give and take, right? If they go ahead and upgrade the packs, you might get more powerful technology or equipment to still see through that. We don't know. I mean, this is early infancy, early stages, scary, scary stuff to hear about. And going towards the bottom, you guys should really check this stuff out and just read some of the disclaimers and some of the facts and conditions. There's a lot of things that people should inherently worry about. And one thing is, like, if I'm going to send a $10,000 pack to this company, I hope that I get the same pack back in return. So you can put like your own serialized stickers and tamper-proof stuff on there yourself, which I would highly recommend doing if you ever did this. Personally, I will never send to the company myself. I don't really care for something like this. I don't respect or believe in this. I hope that a lot of people are against it. It really ruins the hobby, and that's just my firm belief. Now, the impact it may have long term, it's hard to tell. A lot of people may not buy into it. It can be expensive for a lot of people, and a lot of people may not want to ruin the hobby. So hopefully that's the case. We'll see. It is pretty sad to see, but you guys let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Go ahead and check out the site. Check out some of the videos. OKJ Love did a great video, phenomenal video with some great footage. Y'all should check that out as well. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Have a great day. I'll be back soon. See y'all later. Out.